Hi guys, this is Sarah. It's the Equestrian Business Academy here. I want you to take a look at this awesome picture. That's something that my mom gave me, and I created a new Zoom background with it. I'm very excited about that. I had it framed. It was incredibly expensive. I'm shocked, and I now understand why people run framing businesses. So today's topic is about digital storage of your receipts. And I'm going to go through real quickly two different methods. So here, I'm going to share my screen with you in just a second so that we can look at the way that you can store your documentation in QuickBooks Online. Now, this is my favorite methodology because my tax accountant can log into my QuickBooks Online account and pull up the receipts themselves without me having to do the work for looking for them. So I use this one a lot, but I also use, cloud accounting and cloud documentation services like Dropbox or Google Drive to store documents. All right, so let me do the share screen here. We're going to do this one. There we go. Okay. All right, so this is the QuickBooks Online account. This is the Receipts tab. You find it in Transactions, and then it's right here at the bottom, right? So it's in the same area that your bank feed is. Now, there are a couple different ways you can get receipts into this module. You can upload from computer, upload from your Google Drive, or forward from email. But what I do is I use the QuickBooks Online app to take photos of my receipts, and then they automatically get dumped into this folder. So that, to me, is the easiest way to do it. So you can see there's a bunch of receipts in here, and QBO just automatically matches them up with transactions in QuickBooks Online. And when I hit match, now that receipt is attached to the transaction. So if my tax accountant looks at this and he goes, I don't know if I really understand this, or I need to provide the IRS with documentation, the receipt's already attached to the expense in my bank feed, and I can pull it really easily. Now, the other way you can attach documents is manually. And I like to do this, for example, with customer files. So if I have a customer file, we'll do a new customer here. And if I wanted to attach a contract, so say I had a signed contract with this customer, it could be really helpful to attach that to the QuickBooks Online account. And this is where you do it. So there's an add attachment piece here. Now, there's also something like this for the vendors in QuickBooks Online. That's a great place if you have W-9s that you're collecting for your vendors. So remember, if you are doing issuing 1099s, you'll need that W-9 in order to determine whether they need a 1099 issue. And so here's the attachment piece there. Pretty much every transaction in QuickBooks Online has an add attachment section, and that's a place for you to store your documentation. Now, what if you don't want to use QuickBooks Online, or you want to have a different methodology or backup? The other way that I use is to store my documents on Dropbox, or Google Docs would be another good cloud accounting service. And remember, those services are just like your paper, filing system. So you have on here, you can see this is my Dropbox account, and I have all these top level accounts for the different businesses I work with. And then under here, this is my private practice. I've got some, child folders here where I store items. Now you can group your receipts by vendor, like we talked about in our last video with our paper storage, or you can do them by date. If you do them by vendor and you have a lot of receipts, I would suggest you utilize the naming convention that I have here. So this one is named 191031 QBO payroll. So the idea is that you start with the last two digits of the year. So 2019, so 19, and then the date for the month. So this is October, so 10, and then the date, 31. So 19/10/31. So 2019, October 31st, and then I put a description there. What happens is if you dump, 100 of these individual files into a folder and you hit sort by description, they're going to sort by date for you. So that's a really great method if you like to collect all your receipts by vendor. All right, so those are my two favorite ways to digitally store documents. And of course, I like to use a hybrid approach, and I'd love to hear what you like to use. I put a button in the email if you want to set up a free business consultation. I've got those running for the next couple of weeks. They're 30 minutes and awesome place to ask me all those burning questions that you have. I hope to talk to you soon.